Hey guys, it's Ryan. Before I start the podcast, I just want to talk about my audio in the podcast. It will sound a little low and my voice will sound a little weird. I try to do the best to correct that, and we'll definitely make sure we get it right the next time. But yeah, so this is just a podcast where you can sync up your movie to ours with the timer and just watch it with us, and we'll talk about it afterwards. If you don't want to watch the intro and everything, just us talking for a little bit, you can skip to the timestamp that I'll put on screen right now, where you can look in the description. So yeah, this was a lot of fun to record. It was a great movie, and definitely an appropriate movie to watch during this quarantine. And I hope you guys enjoy. Hello, guys, and welcome to the Watch It With Us podcast. We're your host, Ryan.
I'm Rob.
What's up, Nick?
Hey everyone, I'm Matt.
So basically, this is a podcast that you can throw on while you're watching a movie with us, and we'll do a different movie every different time. Today we're doing The Lighthouse, and we have a timer on screen so you can sync it up, and I'll count down from 5.
Anyone want to go on a quick emotional rant so we can get some content in?
I was just thinking of like
someone should cut in.
Thinking of the news anchor scratching his ass or something without thinking that he's being filmed.
Since we're do you want to do some quick headlines in the film industry real quick?
Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. I haven't been following the news headlines because, in case you're watching from the future, there's a pandemic going on and there's not a lot happening on the cinema front. So, but I'm sure there's some news leaking around. The most recent thing I've heard about is casting Nicolas Cage as the Tiger King.
That's gonna be great.
Which, for me at least, is like I don't under.
They're making a movie of that.
They're making a live-action series about a documentary that's already fairly recent.
Wow, that's gonna really look good on Cage's resume.
Yeah.
You know, I still think it's good casting. This is the perfect role for Nicolas Cage, in my opinion.
I just very on brand.
I just don't see why they need to do a live action version.
Yeah, if anything, it should be animated like Into the Spider-Verse.
Just more live action of Carol Baskin.
Into the Tiger-verse, it's just like different realities of Joe Exotic.
Into the Tiger.
Hi,
into the Tiger-verse.
Hi, my name is Joe. Hi, my name is Joe Tame. I'm from the Tameverse, where I'm actually just a pretty chill dude, and I just like to pet tigers.
I'm from the Tameverse, where tigers don't exist.
Also, in cinema news, Scarface is getting a reboot, and reboot
from Canada.
And Call Me by Your Name director Luca. Dear God, I'm not going to pronounce that name right. I'm going to butcher it. Guadagnino. Basically, the guy who did Call Me by Your Name and the Suspiria remake is doing the remake for Scarface, according to IGN.
See, I just don't know how to feel about that, because I know that
they matched the original. The original was just so shocking,
yeah, it's kind of like. It's kind of like there's a zeitgeist associated with a lot of good movies. Like, the reason why at the end of Gone with the Wind, Rhett Butler's line of, "Frankly, my dear, I don't give a damn," is so, like, punchy is because this was a time in which movies didn't curse. Mm-hmm. This is a time in which that was actually shocking. And Scarface in the 80s was surprisingly violent and shocking. Like, it was a product of its time, and it just... I don't know, it seems kind of strange to try and do a remake of that. Not that I would ever, discredit someone for doing basically a cover of a movie, for lack of a better word.
I'm not sure about, the period in regards to the violence of when Scarface was released.
Fair. It was the 80s. That's Beverly Hills Cop time.
But I mean, I still think it's a classic. I mean, it's one of the best films on Brian De Palma, who's the director of the original Scarface's filmography. Mm-hmm. And he overall is just, fantastic director. So I don't really see the need why they need to reboot this, but unless they're trying to update it for modern times, which I'd be interested in seeing, because this guy also did the Suspiria remake. Now, I haven't seen the original yet, I haven't seen the remake of Suspiria, but from what I've heard, he did a pretty good job with the remake for the film. So we'll see. You know.
Yeah. I have an interesting fun fact about Scarface, actually, which is that it's associated with the missing persons case, the original one from the 80s. It was the last film appearance of someone named Tammy Lynn Leppert, who was a model and actress at the time, and she went missing, I think, shortly after she filmed her scenes in Scarface. There's a brief part in which she appears as, I think she's in a car or something like that. This is going off of memory, but she went missing after a party and hasn't been found in the ensuing 36 years.
Damn.
That's also, I forgot about that too. Scarface was also a remake itself, so maybe they're just going to update it for modern times.
That was a Howard Hughes film, I think, was the original Scarface.
Yeah, that's also a good film. Oh God, The Aviator.
Yeah, we should put that on our to-watch list. I mean, what a fascinating character in history, and I could probably talk for hours about him, because I read the Wikipedia article last night like a true intellectual.
So at 3 minutes, we're gonna just filter back into like the intro and everything.
Yeah, I think it's good we talk about this news and such, even though there's not much to go off of. I didn't know about that Scarface thing. That's pretty interesting.
We can also talk about the Lighthouse too, like the initial expectations.
So, going off of the Wikipedia page, I know that lighthouses are objects that are used to prevent ships from shoaling on marine dangers or hazards like rocks or reefs.
I think
so. I'm looking forward to this being a great documentary about how lighthouses protect ships at sea, or light ships too. That's another thing.
What I know about lighthouses is Stanley from The Office wanted to live in a decommissioned lighthouse.
Yeah, that's
a little information about like the film itself is that it's directed by Robert. I'm gonna get this name right. Robert Eggers. He did The Witch, which is also a good film. Another good film. But also features one of my favorite actors, Robert Pattinson, who I think, knowing him from a young age as Edward from Twilight, I like to see how his career played. I like how his career played out. If you want to see like the best, I'm gonna say one of his better performances. I haven't seen The Lighthouse yet. I'm going to be watching it like for the first time with all of you. But Good Time is a high recommendation if you want to see some of the best Robert Pattinson acting. It's a film directed by the Safdie brothers, who did Uncut Gems recently, which is another film I have to watch.
Yeah, he got a bad rap during the Twilight days, and I feel bad for him.
He actually doesn't like Twilight, which is the funny part.
Yeah, I think they just fed him like the worst possible script in the world. Not even like Orson Welles could have made that script.
He was a young actor then, so of course he's gonna take that role.
Yeah. So I don't blame him. I'm glad that he's getting these new awesome roles. Like this is great. This is awesome.
I'm excited to see him return. I'm excited. I was gonna make a joke there, but I'm excited to see him play the Batman.
Yeah.
I want to see how it plays out.
Yeah.
I think he could do it. I really think he could do it.
So
I'm interested
to see what his Green Goblin too. We have William Dafoe.
There's another great actor on his own.
He is very good.
Yeah, is he playing a villain in this movie or a
we're gonna find out.
A minute left, but basically, from what I understand, is Robert Pattinson is like a trainee who's new to the Lighthouse, and William Dafoe is training him, and he's very, I guess, gets weird about his training. It's a very weird movie.
Well, if he's a hero character, then can't we call him William DeFriend? He said in the most tired joke imaginable.
Oh,
that's where you go.
All right, podcast is canceled, everybody. Everybody go.
Yeah, we're canning this now. It's too late.
I'll count down from 5. I'll let you
know.
All
right,
10 seconds. But yeah.
Starting on the movie.
Yeah, I'll let you know when we start. I'll let you know when there's 10 seconds and count down from 5 to start.
All right.
Sweet. I'm looking forward to this. I really wanted to see this in theaters because I think it got a limited release, but I missed out on it because life.
Yeah, because
by the way, another thing about this film, it's in a 4:3 aspect ratio and it's black and white.
Oh yes, the technical stuff. Yeah, they actually shot it on black and white stock, which was really cool. Because I mean, I'm a little bit of like a analog film buff, and I think they used like it was really really awesome. They were doing it in the Academy ratio and with black and white stock. I think it's something very creative about that.
And speaking in regards to you still using film stock in like the modern day. It's nice to see it still live on,
4, 3, 2, 1, play.
Mazel tov.
All right, we're playing. Yeah, I was talking about it earlier. I think some group did like Call of Cthulhu in the 1920s sort of silent film sort of deal, and it was a really clever concept. Lovecraftian horror and all that just seems to work.
I need to get into Lovecraft. That's the guy I need to start reading.
Same here. I got to do more of that. Get more into that. Ooh, music.
Spooky.
I got to finish listening to Dune though.
That's a good series.
I found I have a bunch of Audible points, so I've been taking advantage of that.
The Lighthouse. Oh, that's what we're watching.
Oh, so this is where they sell lights.
I still thought we were going to watch My Neighbor Totoro, so I feel...
It's time, Will.
Ryan, I'm pretty sure our roommates were obsessed with that.
Oh, were they really?
Yeah, with Totoro.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
They had that little, like, clock thing, or, like, day-by-day count. Yeah, it's something weird.
Yeah, the little chubby fella.
Yeah.
The sea.
That area.
Wow, this is actually pretty spooky looking.
It's grainy, yeah, I like that, though.
Looks like the tape from The Ring or something.
That film grain is just on point.
Damn, that rhythm.
I think that's the Lighthouse.
Oh, shit. Alright, we found it, guys.
Oh, it's on an island, too, that's right.
Yeah. God, does this film just look beautiful?
It really sets the mood, the grainy black and white.
I love it. You have no idea how happy film makes me.
Oh, God.
You should see my pants right now.
Yeah. That's what I'm about to say to Matt. It's like, shit. The little
a lot of seagulls.
Damn, that's a very shitty house. Old.
Are they judging me?
That's... What the fuck is this perspective? He's looking into my soul.
Is this breaking the fourth wall? Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, they're just being dropped off.
Okay. For a second, I thought this is going someplace weird like that. Probably is going to anyway, but.
You know what time period this is supposed to be?
Turn of the century. Like 1900s, I think. Oh, come on, that's a fire hazard.
Very dismal looking kitchen area.
There were no fire hazards before 1950.
Really? I think it looks kind of cozy. Ooh, that's a nice shot. Oh, that's a really nice shot.
Careful with that, Matt. You might find a surprise in your pants soon.
Trickery. They have to share a room?
Oh, God. Nice. Is someone taking a piss in the background, or is that... Oh, that's
Oh, yeah, that's someone taking a piss.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought
the
it was.
movie.
into a bucket right behind.
That's a chamber
pillar.
pot.
Oh, okay, I see. Oh no, that's a piss.
Yeah. Dude, that's absolutely disgusting. Ew, oh my god.
I thought that was the mattress squeaking.
The old chamber pot.
And he puts it. Oh my god. Yeah, chamber.
I mean, that's what they did back in the day.
Yeah. No running water.
They didn't give a shit where they took a shit.
Robert Pattinson's like left Twilight for this.
Back in the day, they just pooped outside. Just pooped in their own pants. It's a real pooping fiesta.
He's like, I wish I was a fucking vampire again.
Also, I'll notice that there is no spoken word up to this point. It's been almost 6 minutes.
Did William Dafoe?
Oh, it's made it filled with hair.
Did William Dafoe stab the last guy?
Ooh. Well, there would be blood, I would think.
Yeah, you clean it.
Oh, it's a scrimshaw mermaid.
Titties.
Carved from a whale's tusk or teeth or some shit.
This is what Playboy looked like in 1890.
How did they live back then?
It's still kind of creepy, to be honest. Oh man, look at that detail.
Oh, so this sound is gonna be going on throughout the whole movie, apparently.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Those all ships, then?
That's a foghorn.
No, yeah, it's an air horn, yeah. Foghorn.
Horn like horn. Mmm. Good eats.
Yeah, I can't imagine how disgusting that food probably is.
Disgusting.
A little bit of hardtack.
Oh boy. Oh.
Toasting with water, nice.
Real man.
Oh, never mind. Was it alcohol?
I drank your own pee.
The character designs are really good. Like the costume design. Hey, Rob, are you muted? Or are you there?
No, I'm there. I'm just watching.
Okay. Mhm. That was a cool transition.
The cinematography in this is really, really good.
Oh, we're gonna get a shot all the way up.
Yep.
This lighthouse.
Oh man, that's such a nice shot. God, that's nice.
Matt is full chub at this point.
Oh yeah, we're past full
We're
chub.
going up top. Oh, yeah.
There's William. This is him.
A lantern.
Damn, who'd want these jobs?
I mean, if it pays well.
I seriously doubt that.
Frankly, given the situation in the world right now, I'd be more than happy to live in an island in the middle of nowhere.
Oh yeah, definitely now. I mean, we're all essentially living at our own lighthouse at this point.
Oh, maybe that's the symbolism.
Yeah.
He's mesmerized by the darn thing.
It honestly looks like a early 1970s experimental film.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Saw that light.
Yeah.
I was thinking that when they were sitting at the table. They reminded me of that.
I dig it. I dig it.
Ooh, he went out of frame.
Transition scene. Yes. Oh, that was nice.
You
That
two
was-
are just gonna be fucking. You were gonna be loving every single shot in this movie. I can tell.
Every frame is a painting.
Camera moves slightly. Oh my god, it's revolutionary.
Oh my god.
It's like a
It's
transition
art.
shot that they used in 1917 to make it look like one shot. With a pan.
I really want to see that too, speaking of.
Oh, it's great.
That's really hard to do though. You have to plan things for a month depending on what you're shooting.
Yeah.
Oh, it's definitely hard to do for sure.
I know for 1917 they made miniatures of that entire film of what the set looks like.
Oh yeah.
The behind the scenes is so cool.
Hey, what are these log things?
With driftwood or a sunken ship. Maybe William Dafoe got drunk in the job.
That's a lot of logs.
That's a lot. Maybe. Oh. Shit. Robert, what's going on?
He's in the water now.
Oh, there's a body.
Uh-oh. Don't touch it.
Is he already going crazy? It's only been a day. Oh, wow. Oh, it's a mermaid. What the fuck?
It's the Scrimshaw mermaid.
Isabella?
Damn.
What the fuck?
It was a dream.
Mm. It's crazy if to share a room. That fucking sucks. How do you jerk off?
I think we'll find out.
Is that the first thing that was just coming to your mind? You just didn't want to say it.
Nah, yeah, that was. I mean, come on, it's the first thing you guys thought about.
That's where you do it.
The shed. There's a chair.
The
Okay.
wax shack.
Well, you were talking about jerking off. What do you think that mermaid was for?
Oh, jeez, that's.
Oh my god.
Statue.
Finger my gills, baby.
Arr, touch me in me booty hole.
Like shit. Okay.
Oh, this must be the poopy the cistern.
The outhouse.
Mm. Oh no, what is that, sand?
Yep. Probably keeps the smell down.
Okay.
That's probably lye or something, because I know they used lye back then to kind of cut down the smell,
There we go. Oh.
They're doing more work for themselves than they are for the fucking lighthouse so far.
tie-dye station.
Well, that letter looks very sturdy. I was doing roofing.
What's in the roof?
Oh, does I see William?
What the?
He's got his fucking ass flap open. Oh my god.
What is this?
Damn, he
doing?
dummy thick.
Was he humping the bed? Like, seriously, what are you doing? Goddamn.
Killer workout.
It's gonna get them gains. By the end of this, he's gonna be swole.
Oh, this is the air horn.
Well, that's a seagull, Ryan.
No, shut up.
Wants a fry. It's the only currency he knows.
This is an actual shot of the bush geese.
I think that bird was warning him. William Dafoe.
Boy, it's bad luck to throw a rock at a bird.
Oh, fucking sucks, dude.
Oh, yeah.
What is he? Is that oil? Is he carrying up oil?
Yep. For the light.
And this is a daily fucking task. All of these tasks are daily. Or maybe you do them multiple times a day, too.
Bitchman looks like. It says on the side of the thing. Do you think he'd install a lift or something like that for the old things? Like, that just sucks.
Oh, Jesus. He's got to go up there now.
I guess not.
Oh, God.
Oh, wow.
Fucking dick. Oh, he's gonna end up killing this dude.
Nah, he doesn't mind, I guess.
He just kind of seems like a shitty employee, to be honest. Like, oh, I'm gonna do things the hard way. Oh, I don't want to go toast.
It is essentially his first day. Like, give him a break, you know?
Fair, fair. Toasting me a little bit. There we go.
They have to eat together, too. That fucking sucks.
They probably have to do everything together.
Jerk off together. Oh my god. I guess he has a good point that if you're not working, go crazy.
Oh.
Really regret saying that there, buddy.
I think I'm detecting a heavy thing of foreshadowing right here.
There's so much foreshadowing, I had to bring a flashlight.
Hey, you can stop that.
I don't know how he hasn't killed himself already. I'll go kill myself.
Just because you can't masturbate? Jeez, it's a little harsh. Oh, hey, it's the seagull.
Oh.
I shared my fair
Hello
share of
there.
games in college. I'm quite done with that. There it is. The masturbating statue of the mermaid.
I told you, that's what they did before.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Don't tell me he's.
Whoa! No way!
You just realized. Oh.
Is he in the chat too, like we said?
And Matt predicts the future. 1 point.
Oh, he did go in the shed. Wow.
We fucking called it.
We've not seen this movie before. We're just speculating.
He went in the cuck shed.
I think Willem Dafoe's character is doing it too in the Lighthouse as well.
Oh yeah. That's why he doesn't want anyone to go up in the lantern room, because that's his masturbation zone.
Oh, dude, you turn a UV light on, that thing's gonna fucking glow on a whole new meeting.
That's how the lighthouse is glowing. It is a UV light.
Look at his missteps. Let's symbolize him falling out of his work, going into being crazy.
Did he just coom on the floor?
Oh, Jesus.
Yoy.
Sipping more off that path.
Uh, Always gotta fucking eat in the dark.
The wide shot of them at the table, as opposed to the close-ups from before.
Yeah, really.
Oof.
Oh my God.
I should have quit flailing, lad.
I feel like OSHA would not be happy with these work requirements.
Yeah, I'm with. Oh, hey, it's the seagull.
It's like, are you okay, buddy?
Is he missing an eye?
Yes, he is. he watches.
Ooh.
Lighting his pipe like that's pretty cool.
Ooh, he's got a stump. The true sailor. No wonder he gets naked and goes in front of the light. Your nethers. That damn sawdust getting in my nether portal.
Something definitely happened to him in his old job.
Mm-hmm. The thing about the seagulls is true, by the way.
With what?
The belief that they have the souls of sailors lost at sea.
Oh, it's like a crow kind of, right?
Yep, it's a real thing. Or a real superstition.
Oh, wow.
Did you just look it up, or?
No, I just knew that.
That's cool.
So it's pretty much like an ocean's version of a crow.
Yeah, I just was absorbed by the thing. Oh, so that's how that desk folds out. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Oh, I was feeling a little hurt.
Where's my Coom statue?
There it is.
That's so disgusting.
Is that the drip? Oh shit. Gotta go fix it.
Now he's going up to the light. He wants to know what the hell's going on. Oh.
The hell?
Oh, he is definitely. Oh my god, he's definitely jerking off.
Imagine simping for a lighthouse.
Imagine falls on his face. Oh.
I actually just witnessed that. Oh my fucking god.
I literally fucking caught.
Get out of there, Edward. What are you doing?
Dude, that's so much.
Real sperm
He's
whale.
rubbing himself in tallow. It's gonna go right in his eye.
Dude, I can't believe I
this is death.
Call that
what the fuck?
What the fuck?
It's getting tentacly in here.
Fucking hentai all of a sudden.
Yeah, I couldn't think of the word.
Dude, I was waiting for somebody to make that joke.
I'm your man, Rob. Is this an American lighthouse, or are we like by Tokyo?
Yeah, it's an American lighthouse. He's got an apron that said American Light Company. Oh, God, it's a chocolate milk dispenser.
Let me talk to you about ye hentai.
When a man is old enough.
Watch that be the next like dinner conversation with a fucking single candlelight.
When a man is old enough, he finds himself a certain type of pornography. It reminds him of the sea.
When I sailed to Japan, I got introduced to tentacle porn.
Behold my scroll. Oh, it's the seagull. Shit.
Look at this.
That is fucking nasty.
What the fuck's he doing? Whoa!
Jesus, I did not expect that.
Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Bad look to kill a seagull.
To be fair, in his defense, like the seagulls were being kind of dicks. Like, let's keep it real here.
But I think they're trying to warn him.
Yeah. Ah, shit. Guess who's watching?
He's watching like the Slender Man. Yep, here we go. Never mind.
Northeast wind, lad.
Oh, they're okay.
It's the end of 4 weeks.
Four weeks on, 4 weeks off, I guess.
I think his internship, or not internship, but his stay time is 4 weeks for training.
Oh, they're eating like kings today.
Lobster.
How appropriate.
Yep, they're going for it.
Dude, imagine the quality of that alcohol.
Duh.
Like engine
That-
cleaner.
Here we go. I feel like the storm's going to prevent them from going home.
Oh.
Oh, he's got the pipe now.
Oh well.
Graduated.
Oh. Wow. It really. Oh. At least they're getting along. Yeah, they're not getting off.
Yeah, that's what I.
Yeah, they're stuck. They're stuck.
They're only getting off.
Foreshadowing. Shouldn't have killed that seagull.
And he fell asleep in the living room.
Oh my fucking god.
Hair of the dog that bit you.
It's a heavy sleeper.
Oh.
What
Fuck?
the? Oh, don't tell me they shat in there. Oh.
A real sailor handles his poop.
Dude, he's still
Oh,
drunk
he's
as
gonna dump it
fuck.
in the ocean instead of the thing.
Imagine having to pee this entire time.
Yeah.
Nice. The wind. Oh, the fucking wind.
Yeah, that's why you poured in that thing.
At least Mother Nature is like giving him a shower, you know?
Cut off with his scream.
Yeah, I don't think the rain will still be good enough for him. Yeah, how do they bathe?
It's the 1890s. You don't bathe.
Point.
Well, that's your bathing right there. It's the rain.
Yeah, did you see a shower or a bathroom in this place? No.
Need some of that Dove soap though.
Is that another dead seagull or is that a body?
I think it's a dead mermaid thing.
There's the mermaid.
I guess I know what I'm cooming to tonight.
Yeah. No, she's pretty. Oh, this is gonna get weird. That's so creepy.
Yeah.
That's your first response to finding a body? Jesus.
So is it the mermaid? I can't even tell. It's gotta be.
That's got gills. She got
Yeah,
gills.
it's a mermaid.
Okay.
It was a trap. It was,
It was a-
it was a trap. That's some sick joke.
What the fuck is going on?
Here's not the last guy. Next guy do it.
No. Are they waiting for their fucking boat?
There's
It's
no
not
way
gonna
that boat is coming right now. There's no shot. Why are they waiting outside? I guess they probably can't see from inside.
Me waiting for the LX at the bus stop.
Oh, the jokes. Oh, dude, look at that.
It's funny because we all went to Rutgers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that boat did not come.
That seagull was alright out of here.
That's probably so deflating.
Lightning looks so cool in black and white.
Even on the ocean in general, you can see so much of it. Yeah, there's not enough booze for them.
Oh, he's got cotton in his ears to keep the sound of the foghorn.
And their food's gone, damn. Wait, what the hell?
What?
So what? They barely have food anymore.
He said it's been weeks since that happened.
I want to talk. How long of a fucking storm is this?
Wow.
Fuck.
Oh boy.
Who's telling the truth here?
Right?
He's flipping out. Or is that William running to his lovely light?
What, are they trying to avoid flooding or something?
Oh boy.
What are they trying to do?
It's where he buried his emergency rations.
Oh, okay. I guess I missed
Oh.
that.
I guess. I don't know.
Oh, you're right.
Why bury it?
Because it's cool in the ground.
That's
So
true.
you feel like a pirate.
There's no way. Oh, wow. Oh,
It's all booze.
Alcohol.
It's booze. Okay.
Yeah, that's not going to keep you alive.
Yeah, I knew that was kind of weird. Why you bury it like that?
Nick, there's a lot of noise coming from your end.
They do.
Yeah.
What the?
They are going. End up eating him. Dafoe mignon.
You would fuck it.
I would fuck the steak.
Oh, the truth comes out.
Like a married couple.
Say my name.
Heisenberg. Whoa. The thunder came in.
Whoa.
God. He hasn't blinked in like 10 minutes.
Damn,
That's
you
such
must
a
be.
weird curse to
It'd be
put
so
on
harsh on the
somebody
guy's cooking,
for
though.
insulting your cooking. Like, damn.
Jesus.
Whoa. What's he got, his knife?
He's got his butter knife.
Yeah, I'd cut myself too.
It's gonna be like The Shining all over again.
Come play with us, Johnny.
Ooh.
Oh, he's gonna go see the light.
It could be a very unpleasant surprise.
William
You
Dafoe's
shouldn't have
gonna
come to
out.
see me, Lloyd.
Oh. Oh, did he break it?
Oh shit, the knife
He
broke.
broke the knife. Jesus. They're really selling top quality utensils to these people.
What was he? Oh, is it gone?
That was the journal book thing.
He knows. Oh.
Oh. How would you do it over him like that? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Shit.
Yeah, that fucking sound effect was so out of place.
This is all of us during quarantine. That's symptoms. And then our bosses get to work. Holy fucking. Oh my god. Jesus. My god, dude, he's crazy.
Uh-oh, there's... That's
He's
very wet coal.
see, he's always keeping a bottle of alcohol on him, I guess. Jesus Christ, dude, he's insane.
Oh.
Oh my god. Furiously masturbating.
Why are you holding that,
You
sir?
can't fuck a mermaid. I don't understand.
Maybe it's got a whale vagina.
Ew. Yeah, it doesn't really make sense.
Oh,
He's
there's
rubbing
your
it.
answer. What the? Uh-oh.
Oh no. It's cum mermaid, bro.
This is what the end of No Nut November be like.
What a useless month.
He's gonna cut his dick off.
This has to be rock bottom of his life.
Yeah.
He wants to fuck the mermaid with his knife. What the?
Oh. Oh my god.
So I guess William Dafoe, like the point of his character is like he understands all the everything that goes on here. He's a seasoned crazy person, in other words.
This movie is basically a man coming to terms with his homosexuality.
Oh.
I wonder what the subtitles for that scene were.
Oh, I have them on right now.
Oh, you do?
They're pretty special.
This man really speaking Minecraft enchantment table.
Them slow dancing with each other, too. I bet they are gonna fuck, honestly.
They're really displaying all the stages of drunkenness in this movie.
Oh god.
Oh, dude.
What the hell?
I feel bad for all the Willem Dafoe and
they're
Robert.
actually fighting.
I feel bad for all the Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson shippers out there.
Yeah.
So close to their moment.
It's a new fantasy.
No better love story than Twilight.
Yeah. Perfect.
Trade Bella Swan for the Green Goblin.
Worth.
Tom Howard's also the name of the Bethesda developer, right? If I'm correct.
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, you're finally awake.
There we go, bud.
It's a nice cock.
Yeah. Another cool transition.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hi, Mark.
That's exactly what I thought. We saw.
You shouldn't have spilled your beans, lad.
Oh, Christ.
He was just talking to himself when the fucking Tom leaves. Is the storm over? Guess it's not over. Oh no. Oh.
What the fuck? Where the fuck? Oh boy.
Yes, he's leaving. Damn. Finally leaving.
He's gonna become a seagull.
Yeah, you're not kidding.
Oh, here he comes.
Here's the Johnny.
Godspeed, Spider-Man.
Fuck.
No! Oh my god.
This is really shining. Oh my god.
He's limping too. Like in The Shining.
Now he's got every reason to kill him.
Look how nasty that floor looks. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, he did do something at his last job. Oh, he is
What the
convincing
fuck?
him that he's doing all this shit.
Unreliable narrators.
Hmm. What an asshole, guy. Oh, I just saw that, Rob. Your message in Discord.
Why did he foot in there? What the fuck?
Don't tell me they're gonna drink that.
Yep.
Oh,
What is that?
I
Turpentine
think
and
that's
honey.
honey.
What? What is it?
Turpentine
Honey.
and honey.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
So I think we all have the idea for the next frat party we go to.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, dude.
Wow, the lighthouse is only dry part left. What the hell? Are they fucking?
Storm.
The keeper house is rocking. Don't come knocking.
Stevie Ray Vaughan.
Jesus Christ.
Whoa.
Yeah, he would have died anyway if he went on the boat.
Oh shit.
Damn.
God.
Dude, the water is falling in and out of the fucking window. Oh.
Oh shit. You're donezo.
They could probably only live at like the. Oh no. Whoa. Is it done?
No, we got another 25 minutes.
No, I'm like the storm. Is it over?
Oh.
I think so. Yeah.
Finally.
That's
If
a lot.
not,
Closer.
Get out of there. Hmm. Who's that, a ship in a bottle?
Oh, yeah, look at that.
Oh, there he goes. Took years off your life there, bud.
Yeah.
Oh, oh boy.
Hey, it's the logbook. Maybe you should read it.
I don't see no logs in that book.
What's in Canada?
He probably fucked around.
Or Kennedy, as they
Kennedy.
called it.
Oh, maybe
Kennedy.
we're gonna see how long they've been there.
Oh. Hmm.
Oh.
Ow.
God. Mhm. That's disgusting. They're like a married couple so far. Sure.
Oh, watch yourself, William. Whoa. The X right there, bud.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh. What the hell?
It's supposed to be his dad or something.
I think it's supposed to be the man he killed.
That makes sense.
Oh
He's a
my
mermaid.
god. What the
Jesus Christ.
Oh my god. What the
What is happening?
fuck?
It's going off the deep end here.
It's back to normal. What the hell is happening?
What the fuck is going on?
Honestly, if this film was acted by any like lesser actors, like not as good, they would just come off. All this would just come off as comedic.
Yeah, 100%.
Whoa.
The acting is insane. What the
Oh.
Jesus Christ. This dude is psycho.
Does he have the keys?
Oh, the keys.
Yep.
You have to fight parties. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, he's gonna bury this dude, and he's gonna realize, oh man, the keys were on the body this entire time.
Mm-hmm. Here we go.
More hentai.
The hentai porn collection's up there.
Oh,
William wanted it all to himself. Oh, he didn't go? There he is.
How?
He was still alive. He didn't finish killing him. Or burying him.
well, here we go. Finish it off, bud.
Here's Johnny.
Mm-hmm.
Is that gas?
Yep. Turpentine. Oh.
Yeah, the alcohol. Or not alcohol, really, but.
Just
Is he gonna make it to the top? That's the question.
Oh, I think he's trying to darn this.
This is like in the beginning of the movie when he was dragging that barrel up.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. His face. No, he's not blinking either. Wait, what the hell?
That's just the lens that they use in
Okay.
lighthouses. It does look that weird.
oh.
Jesus. Oh. Ugh. Wow.
Wow.
Jesus Christ! What a movie!
Holy shit.
I'm 100%.
Oh, Rob, you're too good.
Yeah, I'm 100% down.
Shit,
Dude, how do you even begin to unwrap that gift?
Where do we start?
Okay. Here, I'll give.
I defer to the actual film major first.
Yeah, I will. So one thing I picked up was I think the alcohol in the film, especially, is a metaphor for madness, because you notice as he slowly grows more insane, the more he drinks, and eventually he starts just drinking straight gasoline.
Yeah.
Let's see. It's very surreal. It reminds me of a lot of the experimental films that I have previously seen, especially with the Lighthouse's bulb is what really got. It was like, wow, this reminds me of a lot of. I like the lighting. I'm glad they did it in black and white. I honestly think the aspect ratio, like, if I'm going to comment on that, is that it, despite it only being a 3x4, it feels like it's also widescreen at the same time because it's so dark.
Yeah,
you just don't really tell where like it ends, especially with that last shot with Robert Pattinson just looking into the bulb, maniacally laughing. Like early on that scene, the sequence, if you will, I couldn't tell like where did it end. You know?
Yeah, it was.
I also, because I'm playing this off of Prime, there's facts. There's Prime offers like general trivia.
Yeah, I've seen
so. Hey, he's back.
Yep, I'm back.
Yeah, I mean, like, holy crap. Yeah, there's so much to talk about. I mean, just from an interpretation standpoint. But I want to jump in and say that, wow, Robert Pattinson.
Yeah.
Robert Pattinson can act. William Dafoe, I was always sure about. But that is an incredible performance by two leads.
Oh, yeah.
Like, wow. I mean, wow. That is just phenomenal.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so like the overall, like, I guess the whole point of this film was to make you question, like, which one of the two are fucking crazy and who's the sane one, and like it's told through Robert Pattinson's character, so you assume that he's the person who's not crazy. And yeah, that changes it real quick.
Yeah, I think a lot of this can be interpreted as kind of like one of the themes of guilt.
Yeah.
Yeah, the processing of guilt and handling that, because Robert Pattinson's character, well, the other Tom, his character is really just there's a really great word for this, but his character opens up over time, and we get to explore deeper and deeper aspects of him, and it's his evolution into insanity that's kind of like, again, it's kind of a metaphor for guilt. He clearly feels guilt about the incident from the logging. I'm very bad at speaking. My apologies for being a podcast.
Accident.
The thing, it's trying to trying to talk about this is like waking up from a really, really bad dream. And trying to do complicated stuff immediately afterwards when you're still trying to figure out what the hell happened. It really definitely merits a rewatch, I think. Hands down. But God, what a fascinating and complex thing, and strange, very, very, very strange.
Yeah.
Which I think is part of its benefit. I mean, there's a lot of things that I can sing praises about in this thing. The cinematography is just, as I said before, it's just beautiful. I mean, shooting in black and white, the Academy ratio, it works. It's such a perfect artistic choice for this, and it works. It is so beautiful. And the characters, I mean, neither of them are really reliable narrators. I mean, is the keeper gaslighting Tom? Mm-hmm. Is Tom? I feel bad. I can't refer to each character off the top of my head, but is the keeper gaslighting Tom the entire time? Who do we trust in this scenario? You know, we're bought into this from kind of Tom's, the fake Tom's perspective, or the real Tom. We're on to Robert Pattinson's character's perspective, but is that necessarily reliable? I mean, the situation with the axe, where the keeper goes around and says, "Well, you were chasing me around with the axe," is that Robert Pattinson's character descending into madness and him not recognizing this, or is it the keeper trying to gaslight him, trying to establish control over him?
Maybe he's trying to seem like the sane one and just putting the captain in place, because you can see William Dafoe's character definitely was a little unhinged to some degree, so maybe he just kind of was like, oh, clearly he was the one that was chasing me with the axe, when in actuality, oh shit, it was him.
So I think there was a good chunk of the film where I thought that William Dafoe's character was trying to mislead Tom, and then there was another part of the film where I thought he was trying to prevent. Sorry, not Tom. Who's Tom? Tom's William Dafoe's character, right?
Yeah, Winslow, I think is the name of the other one.
Yeah. So
I can get the cast names up. Yeah. Okay. So William Dafoe's character is named Thomas Wake.
Right.
And Rob Pattinson's character is named Tom Howard.
Okay. So
remember, he adopts the name Winslow because that's the guy he
Winslow,
killed.
That's what it was.
Yeah. Let's go Winslow and Tom just to tell them apart.
So so there's part of the film where I thought that Tom was purposely trying to prevent Winslow from going crazy, and then it just keeps on going back and forth, trying to make you figure out which one are going insane, and then I guess you come to the point where they're kind of both not right in the head, and it was interesting in the beginning, when they were talking at the table, and Winslow didn't want to drink, and I think this was like the second table scene after that. And he was talking about how when sailors like their work kept them sane, and also drinking too, and it was just interesting. Like I wonder why. Tom made that point when it clearly did not work out for both of them. It kind of fueled their their behavior. It didn't really help them mentally.
I mean, I'll take the opinion here that like both characters are batshit in different ways, and at different times, and neither of them are reliable narrators. Neither of them are a reliable perspective, and both of them are not really telling the truth. Mm-hmm. And both of them are crazy. It's two crazy people trying to convince the other that they're sane.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry.
Yeah, you first, sorry.
Okay, so I was looking through the trivia just to try to bring up some interesting facts. But so I found out it's loosely based off the real-life tragedy of in 1801. It's called the Smalls Lighthouse tragedy, where two Welsh keepers, both of them named Thomas, were trapped on their lighthouse station during a storm when one died, it was said to have been and is said to have driven the other mad. Also, apparently, other influences include of Herman Melville and H.P. Lovecraft, which you can definitely get the Lovecraftian vibes from this.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely.
So another thing that like was part of the film was the kind of they kind of implied the people who worked there before Winslow, and then you see that through the seagulls and everything.
Yeah, that was, I think, also kind of an interesting parallelism.
And it kind of seemed like the seagull in the beginning was warning. Yeah, and then everything starts to go way downhill right after Winslow destroys that seagull. Like absolutely,
it definitely ties into mythology. The idea of killing a seagull, that is absolutely a factor in this storytelling.
Mm-hmm.
And I was gonna say something smart. Thinking about the keeper. It's interesting too, because can you trust that the description of what happened? Can you trust there even was a previous keeper or a previous assistant?
That's true.
In
Yeah.
training?
This film just the facts of this film are not in terms of like the base facts that set up the story. Yeah. How do we know if all that's true either?
And I think Rob kind of hit on this, but the idea of alcohol is like a vector for guilt.
Oh no! What I said was more as that like it kind of represents the insanity, because you notice the more they start to lose it, the more they start to drink. Even Robert Pattinson's character mentioned in the beginning that it makes, while Willem Dafoe's like character is essentially saying, "Oh, look at like it keeps us sane," all that stuff, but really Robert Pattinson's like, "Yeah, it makes us stupid," and you notice the more they drink, the more stupid stuff they do.
Yeah.
And I think there's also a sense that Tom had this feeling about Winslow that he was probably hiding something. You know, he seemed too quiet and reserved to kind of start, you know, when they first started on the island. And then he could easily, he's an old dude, like the character, he's seen some shit, so he can easily tell that Winslow was on the run from something. And the alcohol, you know, kind of made Winslow, you know, spill those details, or spill the beans.
Spill your beans. You shouldn't have spilled your beans.
Oh yeah, that was an interesting shot of that.
And what's also kind of trippy and confusing about that is we saw how Tom made Winslow think he did things he didn't do. So I wonder if maybe Tom confessed to something too, and then kind of just, you know, shifted all that towards Winslow. That, oh no, you confessed to something. You know, you're the bad person here.
Can we also talk about the very clearly homoerotic undertones throughout this entire movie?
Oh yeah, we could definitely do that.
That is definitely something worth talking about.
So yeah, it was very that part is so confusing.
Which one?
Like just the whole part of Tom
where he's like sinking up to the fucking lighthouse and like he's just jizzing all over the place.
No, not that.
That's pretty
well, yeah, that was also weird, but also no, but it's mostly the you know, the part where Tom is trying to convince Winslow to kind of, you know, give in to having sex with him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely very sexual.
That when they're lying on the floor in the corner and he was trying to like explain himself. And
so here's a quote for Robert Pattinson. He said it was pretty explicit in the script. The script said the lighthouse looked like an erect penis.
Yep.
Don't they all?
There are lots of phallic imagery, lots of homoerotic implications. Yeah, absolutely. It's very, very prominent throughout the entire film.
Mm-hmm. And just like the way they, the way they ate dinner together, they slept in the same bedroom together. They had these weird like arguments, like that would be like a marital argument. They had all these things, like, and it kind of it kind of, I mean, I'm not gonna say it makes sense for them to have like, some type of feelings like that, but to be in an environment like that certainly will, lead to those feelings.
All right, so we all. Sorry, you first.
Thank you. Yeah. Also, one other thing I like to add is I also think this is kind of, since both of them are named Thomas, I think they're also kind of a reflection of themselves, like a reflection of each other.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, I feel like there's something there in regards to like them by being like the kind of like the same person in a sense.
Yeah.
I kind of felt that in the beginning too. I felt that basically Tom, Willem Dafoe's character, is like pretty much a seasoned veteran version of, Robert Pattinson's character.
Mm-hmm.
Like it kind of like it kind of represented the future of Robert Pattinson.
Looking into a mirror, but
yeah,
the future.
Yeah.
And there was definitely that sense of Tom Wake, right? Tom Wake, that was his name.
Yeah, the keeper.
Yeah. There was definitely a sense of him trying to train Winslow and trying to mold him and try to make him more like him in the beginning. Yeah, shape him. And because he obviously took a lot of pride in being the lighthouse keeper for whatever reason, because it was also they also talked about how he left his family.
Yeah.
To
for his wife. And all for the light.
Mm-hmm. And like the light probably represents a sort of path for both of them that they think exists to maybe a better life, but simply does not.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll ask the question here. We can talk about what we like a lot because there's a lot of good stuff to talk about this film. What do you guys criticize about this? I personally don't really have anything offhand, but like what bugs you? What sits wrong with you? What would you have thought about differently or written differently? Because that's always where the fun conversation comes in.
I mean, I wouldn't really change this film at all, honestly.
From like just like a personal thing for me, not really like a criticism. I would have wanted to see, I mean, not that there's more to see, but I want to get like, more extreme wide shots of the island with them. I know we've gotten like a few of them.
Yeah, but to really cement the fact that it's only the two of them.
Yeah.
In the middle of God knows where.
And that's the thing with me, is like this was maybe it's like a first episode. This wasn't the best of things because it's really good and there's a lot to talk about from a philosophical standpoint, but it's also like it's really good. I mean, it's an excellent, well done film with picture perfect casting, amazing art direction, and I really can't sing praises high enough for it. Like, for what it is as a horror film, like a real good, get you in the gut, make you unsettled horror film. Because if you ask me, and I'm sure we'll talk about this in the future, jump scares, stupid. This did psychological horror excellently.
Mm-hmm. So another thing I wanted to, I think you guys probably talked about this when I was in the bathroom, but just like the 4:3 aspect ratio, like you're watching something different, and and you're watching something that you cannot really relate to in such a surface level sense. Like, oh yeah, I've
feels very
old dude,
candid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like it's not like your typical, crispy widescreen, theatric thing. It's just like kind of like a Texas Chainsaw, just like
Yeah.
raw.
It feels somehow more real in a sense.
Yeah.
Like you can take almost any frame from the whole thing and throw it in a book of like, here's pictures of lighthouse keepers from the 1890s, and you would accept it.
Mm-hmm.
And it just did that so well. And I think choosing the Academy ratio is just genius. Again, this film nails a lot of stuff artistically, from a cinematography, from a writing perspective.
Even the set design and the costume design are on point.
Yeah, I mean, this is an absolutely amazing job. And I am just really impressed by it. I know it's not necessarily for everyone, and I should probably stress that too, because we're talking about our audience here. Like,
very much.
And so there's also the storm, and
right, yes.
And I think the storm and everything is interesting because even the whole concept of a lighthouse, the lighthouse, and especially on a small island like this, is obviously meant to warn ships to not, go into the island. But then you have just like Mother Nature and her power, and with that storm, all of that, all of their whole mission kind of just goes out the window when that storm hits.
Yeah, there's a lot of like supernatural underpinnings too, which I think is really, really like it ties into like the mythos of the sea and they're powerless against it. And there's a reason why sailors are such a superstitious bunch.
Tom and Winslow are the ant, and Mother Nature's the boot.
Yep,
absolutely.
And it's a really it's a fascinating film. I mean, kind of ties into our situation as we are up against the whims of Mother Nature here in quarantine.
It shows how fragile, something like having a job is. All these things when, like, especially during this pandemic, when you get hit with real health problems and someone in your family is sick or anything like that.
Absolutely.
Like fragile things like a job or like they just don't seem that important. They don't even seem that real when you're put in a situation like that. And when when there's that storm, their jobs there don't feel that important anymore. They're just trying to survive. And just watching the whole house come apart, like the roof leaking, the floor, like they're talking about swabbing the floor and everything, and they clearly did not give a shit about the floor towards the third act of the film.
Yeah, it's just a complete breakdown. I mean, part of it's psychologically, and there's that thread to explore, but you're absolutely right about just us against nature and how fragile the psyche is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you just can't. There's some things that as humans we can have control over, but just surviving a storm like that, it tests your mental fortitude.
And tormenting and taunting nature with killing the seagull.
Mm-hmm. Right. Yeah.
So, I mean, God, what a clever... I was hooked the entire way through, which is great. I always like when I can sit and watch something and feel like I'm invested throughout the whole thing. Again, not necessarily for everybody, and I will freely admit that because I don't want to feel like, if you don't like this movie, you have no culture.
Yeah,
no, yeah. Really likes Men in Black 3, which we should watch, by the way, in the future.
I saw the ending. My dad was watching it the other day. I saw the ending of that.
Oh man, it's a really like it's campy, but it's a good camping, not like
which
that.
Film again? I wasn't listening.
Men in Black 3.
Oh shit! No, yeah. No, oh, Men in Black 3. Oh,
yeah.
Like 20.
Right?
Talking about back in the
day.
Yeah,
the one that came out 2012.
2012. Yeah.
Yeah, not the one that came out last year.
How much do I like this movie? I literally have the ticket stubs right next to me right now.
Nice.
From 8 years ago.
No, I like that movie. I didn't mind that movie.
That was the first movie I ever saw with a friend in middle school. Like we just went
same here.
We got Jersey Mike's, went straight to the movie theater. It was a good day.
Yeah, it was
the first film for me. Actually, that was one of the first films too. But that film, I think, came out after Avengers. I remember in 2012. This was my freshman year.
Yeah, so Avengers was August, I think. Men in Black 3.
No,
this is where I begin. Avengers was like
May.
Yeah. I know that Men in Black 3 was May 25th. Because as the series continues, you'll soon realize more of my.
I really like Men in Black. My friend and I went on double dates for both of that movies. remember that. I remember that. Yeah. So we went to see Avengers, and then we went to see that funny vampire movie thing with
Oh yeah.
and then I
Oh
saw the Men
man.
in Black
Which one?
movie. What
Yeah,
was that
we
movie?
got to put Men in Black 3 on the watch list though, because that's just there's so much. I could literally talk for an hour about everything that I liked about that movie because, oh my god, that's getting off topic. So yeah, I guess if we have anything more to say, or anything more to add, I guess we could also talk about what we would rate this movie.
Oh yeah, as a horror movie.
I do not feel in any position to do that because that movie was very strange.
I signed on for this one, bub.
I'm sure.
I give it a 9 out of 10.
Yeah, I would personally give it at least an 8 or 9.
Right.
Yeah, I was thinking above 8 out of 10 for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, wow, this movie should have gotten more attention. I think. I mean, it's really like, because I've been talking about something since we're on the topic of horror movies, or kind of leaning towards that. Like something. I'm not a massive horror guy because all horror movies nowadays. All horror movies born after 1992 know is eat hot chip. But
hey, watch yourself, Matt.
Horror movies nowadays are very like just like boo, scary thing.
There's just still like feel though.
You know what's really funny?
In your face.
You know what's really funny? You know what's a good horror movie? It's the same director as this one.
Shit.
The Witch, yeah.
The Witch.
The Witch was his first film. This is his second film. He's only done 2 films so far.
Oh, dude, he's crushing it.
Yeah, I mean, this is a masterpiece of horror, and it's exactly the kind of stuff that I think works very well. Because here's the thing. Like, a lot of horror directors go for the easy way of scaring people, which is boo, scary bogeyman in your face. And, like, on one hand, cool, why not? But the problem is that it's so overdone, it's so overused. It's like it's a cheap shot after a sense, because it doesn't really like get you into the heads of the characters or get you deeper into the story. Just like, jump scare. I don't like jump scares. It's not that I don't like horror, because this was horror. This was fantastic, or terror, or whatever the right word, Lovecraftian word for it would be.
Psychological horror.
Yeah, it got in your head a lot more, and it was also gruesome at times. Not saying horror can't be gruesome, because of course it's going to be at some point.
Obviously.
I mean, this did horror really, really well.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing is with jump scares is just a very old joke at this point. When it's done properly, I mean, it's golden. And I think you can look.
I just remember something else from the Lighthouse that we should probably talk about. The whole, like, his whole thing with the curse, like when Tom Wake cursed Robert Pattinson's character.
Yep.
And I want to.
Yeah, don't like the lobster.
I really want to look at that line again, because I want to.
That was a lot.
That was a lot.
Because I want to see if like all that came true, like the curse and everything. And like, there's also like an element of torture. Like they
probably. And most likely. Just wasn't like he was saying about like the gulls just eating every bit of them and shit like that, and obviously the end was just that.
Well, I found the script. Let's see if I can actually find the curse scene.
It shouldn't be that hard to.
There it is. Yeah. Hark, Triton, hark! Bellow and bid our father, the Sea King, rise up from the depths, full foul in his fury, black waves teeming with salt foam, to smother this young mouth with pungent slime. Kind of happened, with the waves crashing through the window. To choke ye, engorging your organs till ye turn blue and bloated with bilge and brine and can scream no more.
Yep,
kind of happens as well. Only when he, crowned in cockle shells with slithering tentacles tall and steaming beard, takes up his fell, befinned arm, his coral-tinted trident screeches banshee like... How the hell did William Dafoe memorize this?
That was him, though. When he had him pinned down and turned into that. Yeah.
Yeah. It runs you through the gullet, bursting ye, a bulging bladder no more, but a blasted bloody film now. Kind of happens. Nothing for the heartbeats and the souls of dead sailors to peck and claw and feed upon. That totally happens. That's literally the ending of the film. only to be lapped up and swallowed by the infinite waters of the dreaded Emperor himself, forgotten to any man, to any time, forgotten to any god or devil, forgotten even to the sea. For any stuff or part of Winslow, even any scantling of your soul is Winslow no more, but is itself the sea.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, that actually nails that curse pretty well.
Mm-hmm.
So it also begs the question of if there is some sort of supernatural aspect to Thomas Wake.
I think
It was all just a coincidence.
I think like there's like that just a supernatural aspect of like the sea, like the power of the sea.
Yeah, very mysterious, just like space.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and like that isolation. And,
yeah,
and it's kind of it's like torture, you know, like both there were both
solitary confinement.
Mm-hmm.
Is what it is.
And like you notice throughout the film, like they don't like towards the end, like they don't really do any more work. I mean, they really can't.
Oh yeah, no, it went off the rails.
So
I mean, this is literally straight up The Shining on a fucking rock in the middle of the sea. I mean, the same thing happened with Jack. You know, he ditched his duties being a caretaker for the hotel, and next thing you know, he's fucking putting an axe through the bathroom door and chasing after his family.
The only criticism I have of this movie that I kind of was thinking about earlier, but
oh no, you should have said it during the criticism moment. Everything is ruined.
But I it's not really like I'm not, you know, it doesn't make it a worse movie for me, but just something I would have wanted to see more was just more of like the kind of work that they did and kind of really hammered home like, you know, how much of a routine is it, or like how many times a day do they have to do these things, and you know, something like that. But it's not
also
really, they did show enough.
Also, reading through this the script, because I have it open right now. I don't know how I found it. The characters in the script are identified as young and old.
Oh,
what the fuck?
So I think that kind of ties into the idea of like them kind of being the same person, or that weird little symmetry there. Also in the script it says, quote, "This film must be photographed on black and white 35mm negative."
Huh.
Yeah, I was reading through the facts, and he said like he even like before he started rating it officially, he made sure that was a requirement to film this.
Yeah. Also, the very end, the thing where it transitions into him being pecked on the rock is the only fade to white in the whole film.
Yeah, it's a great film. I'm gonna, you know, take a little credit for picking it, but
yeah, I thought it was a really good choice to talk about because it's fascinating.
It's been on my watch list for a while now, so I'm glad you picked it.
I'm just kidding. I'm sure you guys. I don't
even know.
I don't think he's a horror fan, so I'm sure that
it was very good.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess besides the whole supernatural thing, obviously we don't know anything about it. We're just kind of making up our minds now, and I've seen the same thing like with my favorite horror movie, Halloween. Is like, well, they don't really reveal much, you know. Why is Michael Myers invincible? Why does he disappear? I don't know, you know. Why that all of a sudden all these prophecies come true that Dafoe laid on? It's all open. It's all open to whatever, you know. Just like John Carpenter described, you know, Michael Myers is the wind. Well, you know, these guys are now the gulls.
Yep, and I'm okay with just not having an open answer. I'm fine with talking about it. I think a good movie is one that you can walk away from and talk a little about it.
The one that just leaves you hanging.
Yeah, I'm dangling more than a yard arm in the wind.
And there's also the thing where if Thomas Wake, if he actually cursed Winslow, like if he actually cursed him, or if he just knew how he was gonna die because he's seen it before.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's just like the two characters. There's a completely other side of the coin with every question you have. There's a complete flip side.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fun. It's fun to talk about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's a great film. Like,
definitely very artistic.
Great way to kick it off.
Very surreal. Very surreal.
Had a good time. 10 out of 10. Would watch with friends again.
Yeah, it's honestly this is a type of horror movie that they just need to do a lot more of in general.
Yeah.
I don't really care about the special effects
want
and shit like that.
More Eggers. More Eggers. He's got guy to watch, hands down. Guy to watch.
You should watch The Witch then. It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix, yeah.
Yeah, that's definitely a good future thing. So I guess if we've talked a lot about the big points here, and I'm sure we'll think about this and talk more about this as time goes on. What are we thinking about for the next film? I guess.
Ooh, good question. And when are we gonna do the thing for the next film?
Let's wrap things up, and I think we should discuss this after we're done recording.
Maybe I was thinking the audience would be interested in.
Yes.
Wink, wink.
All right.
If anyone sees this, and if we get any comments, you can let us know what movie you would want us watch with us.
We'll take your suggestion because odds are it'll be one of you that will say something, or it'll be me and one of my alts.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you for listening.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for putting up with us.
It's been a real pleasure to have you listen in, and keep watching.
Yeah. We appreciate you watching this with us. Thanks.